relative, 42-year-old Brian Luster, is charged. Another relative says he was on drugs and it was his plan to kill everyone in the house.
The new jobs report suggests the U.S. labor market is showing some small signs of softening. University of Central Florida economist Sean Snape says since the June unemployment rate remains basically unchanged from May at 3.6%, the Fed is unlikely to pull back on interest rates, which impacts the cost of borrowing, especially for buying a home.
This is an environment where interest rates are going to sort of remain at these levels, maybe go up a little bit, but you're waiting for mortgage rates to come back down to 3%, I think as Bob Marley famously said, you're going to be waiting in vain.
Later this hour, we're going to hear from the White House on how the latest job numbers affect African Americans.
Up high are Sisters of the Skies. Sounds like superheroes. In a way, they are. They're a group of black female commercial pilots flying a path for black little girls to take flight.
It was tough, I won't lie, because there was no one that looked like me.
Still not many. NBC News reports less than 1% of commercial pilots are black and female. Part of why? It's so expensive. Training can cost up to $100,000, which is why the group Sisters of the Skies is so important. They provide scholarships, and equally important, they help little black girls dream.
What I like about flying is you get to see different things you've never seen.
I'm Vanessa Tyler with Mike Stevens on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Time now for traffic and weather
on the Bay Area's BIN 910.
Let's take a look at the East Bay on eastbound 80. Traffic slows down
Other cat.
at the Maze, and
Yeah.
you're looking at stretches of slow traffic. That's going to carry you out past an Old Valley Road. Then once you cross the bridge into Vallejo, you're going to slow down again on eastbound 80 at Magazine Street, and that's going to be slow up to Tennessee Street. Checking Highway 4 heading into Concord, that'll tighten up on you at the 680 interchange. That's going to run you out to Port Chicago. We're also seeing heavy traffic heading through Oakland on eastbound 24. That slows right at Broadway. That runs through the Caldecott. Then you'll slow down again at Camino Pablo, and you're going to have stretches of sluggish traffic to deal with running out to the Walnut Creek interchange. A look at your Bay Area weather. Going to be clear tonight, lows dropping down into the 50s. Sunny tomorrow, highs ranging from the 60s to the 80s. With Bay Area traffic and weather, I'm Ricky Batiste on the Black Information Network.
Credible, trusted. This is BIN, the Black Information Bay Area's BIN 910.
I'm Vanessa Tyler, in for Natasha Williams, on your home for 24/7 News, San Francisco's BIN 910.
Police department, search warrant, open the door!
This is going to end deadly, as Richmond police warn whoever's in the house to come out. They go room to room back on June 28th. Just released body cam shows the last bedroom was where Kevin McDonald was waiting. The 66-year-old sitting on the bed, police say, aiming an AR-15 style rifle, locked and loaded.
Richmond police, over your head! Over your head!
With that, McDonald was dead. Police chief, African-American Visa French, says the gun he was holding was not the only one in the house. They found a mother load, including more than 1,000 rounds of ammo, a live pineapple-shaped hand grenade, and the chief says lots of other weapons.
A subsequent search of the residence resulted in the recovery of 53 firearms. 48 of those firearms were recovered in Mr. McDonald's bedroom, 17 of which were ghost guns.
Police suspect he was manufacturing and selling the guns. McDonald, who was a felon, wasn't even on their radar. They were there to get a couple of weapons belonging to his roommate when the police-involved shooting went down. Help is needed to find an arsonist on the loose in Gilroy. Police say evidence shows a rash of suspicious fires recently were set on purpose. No one was hurt, but property was damaged at several locations across the city. Anyone with information is urged to call police. A Bay Area family is dealing with the worst kind of tragedy. Their 2-year-old is dead, dying right outside her home after being run over by a car. Vallejo police say a family friend was backing out of the driveway when she felt she hit something. The driver and others rushed the toddler to the hospital, but it was too late. Police have ruled out drugs or alcohol. This is the city's 3rd deadly traffic crash of the year. Your kids will be riding electric. The state announced millions will go to upgrade regular old gas-polluting buses to EV school buses. It's a collaboration between the California Air Resources Board and the California Energy Commission. California currently has more than 560 clean school buses on the roads, and more than 1,200 are in the process of being built. The state is aiming to reach net zero carbon pollution by the year 2045. The open seas are waiting after summer vacation was temporarily put on hold for 3,300 travelers who had to stay docked when their cruise ship, the Ruby Princess, hit Pier 27 while docking, causing damage to the vessel and the pier. The big ship is being checked out, and once given the okay, will set to the ocean again. Destination, Alaska. For more local, state, national, and international news impacting the Black community, listen to the Black Information Network on the iHeartRadio app or log on to BINnews.com. I'm Vanessa Tyler in for Natasha Williams on your home for 24/7 News, San Francisco's BIN 910.
The Association of Junior Leagues International is an organization of women committed to promoting volunteerism and improving communities. Find out more at ajli.org. That's ajli.org.
Get the Black news that matters in 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes on the Black Information.
The Bay Area's BIN 910.
Bank of America Corporation is proud to be a founding partner who shares and supports the mission of the Black Information Network.
This is a BIN Finance Report. LinkedIn is stepping up to join in on changing racial inequality within their global network. With their over 675 million members, the company has vowed to build an anti-racist culture from within by hiring and growing employees who can represent the unrepresented. They're also partnering with 50 organizations who offer resources and equity to members wanting a fighting chance at job placement. LinkedIn will scale skill assessments for job seekers to give them the reality of competing on an even playing field. But preparation still remains the key factor. So here are tips on how to navigate services like LinkedIn to land work. Search using applicable popular terms related to your field to narrow results. Use as many search filters as you can manage. Specificity saves a lot of time and will work to help prioritize. Make sure your resume is up to date. Optimize your portfolio by focusing on grammar and keyword usage. Balance adding job details with brevity for the purpose of overall presentations, and invest in their additional features like open to work and interview prep. This is Cyrus McQueen on the Black Information Network.
Story. Insight. The town known as Weathering is glimpse of former held outcast perspective that you can trust. Many of these renters say some of these corporate landlords are not responsive to their pleas for repairs. The Black Information Network is 24/7 news.
We're not going to sugarcoat it. This is man. You see it? A mobile got an answer for this one for us.
The Bay Area's BIN 910 and on the iHeartRadio app.
The Black Information Network and Career Builder have teamed up to launch the 100,000 Careers Initiative, a mission to empower Black job seekers in taking that next step. Visit careerbuilder.com/BIN for helpful tips on improving your resume. Remember, you can make your resume stand out by showcasing your hard skills. These are abilities that can be learned and demonstrated. Today, the 3 hard skills most desired by hiring managers are computer competence, technical skills, and management experience. Computer competency can include your familiarity with productivity programs like Microsoft Office and Google Workspace. More specialized technical skills include proficiency in computer coding languages, healthcare record keeping, or data software. Management experience covers a whole range of expertise, training, and practical knowledge. And you don't necessarily need to have managed a large team to add management experience to your resume. Learn more about crafting the right resume with Career Builder's free one-on-one job coaching session sponsored by the 100,000 Careers Initiative. Book your free one-on-one job coaching session today at careerbuilder.com/BIN. That's careerbuilder.com/BIN. Those you won't hear anywhere else.
Except the Black Information Network.
The opinions, beliefs, and viewpoints expressed in this commentary are those of the author and do not necessarily represent those of BIN and its founding partners and employees. Now it's time to bring the box with Roland and Smarty. If you were upset about the Supreme Court's decision,
prison because they exhausted their appeals, even though they're innocent, and you did not vote in the 2016 election between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, then shut the hell up. All these people who say my vote doesn't matter need to understand that the people on the other side voted for Trump. And what did he do? He appointed 3 hard right Supreme Court justices who are making decisions that negatively impact African Americans. And these Republican legislators are doing the same. You look at Governor Greg Abbott signed a law outlawing the mandatory water break in Texas. Folks have been dying because of the heat. And guess what? 75% of all young voters in Texas under the age of 30 did not vote for the 2022 midterm elections because they drive off. Folks, I need us to understand that they are fighting us and trying to stop us from...
On the Black Information Network.
Track star Sha'Carri Richardson is making her return with a short-lived world record. This comes 2 years after she was stripped of her national title for testing positive for marijuana. It happened at the U.S. Track and Field Championships over the weekend in Eugene, Oregon. Before the 100-meter dash, Richardson snatched her signature wig off, tossed it, and showed off her long blonde and brown cornrows as if she was saying, "New race, new me." Sports Illustrated reports she finished the race in 10.71 seconds, making it the leading time in the world this year. Unfortunately for Richardson, that record would be short-lived as she went on to lose that title to Jamaica's Sharika Jackson, who finished another heat in 10.65 seconds. And in the NFL, the Denver Broncos could have their starting running back in time for training camp. Javonte Williams said that he feels ready to go and hopes to be medically cleared for Denver's training camp. Williams is recovering from a torn ACL and LCL in his right knee and was limited to just 4 games last season. The 23-year-old running back said he doesn't want to play scared or timid after rehabbing from a severe knee injury. Williams was drafted by the Denver Broncos in the 2nd round of the 2021 NFL Draft. Sports at 14 and 44 minutes past each hour. I'm Morgan Wood on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
A special thank you to Geico,
A proud founding partner who shares and supports the mission of the Black Information Network. iHeartRadio goes one-on-one with John Legend about where he gets the stories behind his songs.
Sometimes my music isn't always directly autobiographical. Sometimes I just write a song because an idea came to me. I like to tell great stories and build on those stories and hopefully make them into great songs. We try to tap into the human experience, and it doesn't have to be our personal experience all the time to create great art.
Keep listening to iHeartRadio for more from your favorite artists. Join the Rainbow Push Coalition, Citizenship Education Fund, and Push XL for its annual international convention, July 15th through the 19th. This year's theme is The Perilous Journey from Freedom to Equality. The convention features many distinguished session speakers on topics of educational equity and shaping public policy at the state and federal levels of government. Register at rainbowpush.org. That's rainbowpush.org.
entertainment news on the Black Information Information Network.
Actor Hill Harper is planning to run for U.S. Senate in Michigan. The Good Doctor actor, who also hosted HLN's primetime series How It Really Happened, is running as a Democrat for retiring Debbie Stabenow's seat. He'll be running against Michigan Congresswoman Alyssa Slotkin in the primary, who announced her own candidacy in February. His website frames Harper as a dedicated lawyer, actor, and single father, and his announcement video is dedicated to his son, who is adopted. Elsewhere, Hollywood's biggest entertainment union is preparing for a possible strike, even as it continues negotiations with the major studios. SAG-AFTRA and the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers have reportedly made headway in talks since both sides agreed to extend a deadline on a new film and TV contract to this Wednesday. Negotiations between the Guild and the AMPTP got underway June 7th and are being closely watched in light of the Writers Guild of America strike that's now in its 68th day. Actors are supporting WGA writers and share many of the same demands. SAG-AFTRA members are calling for more pay and improved working conditions that they say have declined during the streaming era. It's also seeking increased wages to counter inflation, higher residuals from streaming, and protections from the use of artificial intelligence. The union also wants to boost contributions to its health and pension plans. The Guild members already authorized their leaders to call a strike if they can't reach a deal. With the latest in entertainment at 17 and 47 minutes past each hour, I'm Bree Wood on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Time now for traffic and weather.
On the Bay Area's BIN 910.
Let's take a look at the East Bay on eastbound 80. Traffic slows down at the Maze, and you're looking at stretches of slow traffic. That's going to carry you out past an Old Valley Road. Then once you cross the bridge into Vallejo, you're going to slow down again on eastbound 80 at Magazine Street, and that's going to be slow up to Tennessee Street. Checking Highway 4 heading into Concord. That'll tighten up on you at the 680 interchange. That's going to run you out to Port Chicago. We're also seeing heavy traffic heading through Oakland on eastbound 24. That slows right at Broadway. That runs through the Caldecott. Then you'll slow down again at Camino Pablo, and you're going to have stretches of sluggish traffic to deal with running out to the Walnut Creek interchange. A look at your Bay Area weather. Pretty clear tonight. Lows dropping down into the 50s. Sunny tomorrow. Highs ranging from the 60s to the 80s. With Bay Area traffic and weather, I'm Ricky Batiste on the Black Information Network.
The power of information.
Keeping you up to date on the Black Information Network.
I'm Amber Payton, and I'm Esther Dillard on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network. Here are your top stories. A Philadelphia mass shooter says he did it to, quote, clean up the neighborhood. After a mass shooting in Philadelphia, the black police chief says preventing those kinds of tragedies involves more than just law enforcement. While many have been happy to hear California's reparations plan, others are disappointed in one aspect of the plan: the exemption of black fathers from paying child support for their children. The 1,100-page plan claims men are victims and unable to secure suitable housing, employment, or education due to their obligations to child support. California legislators expected to vote on the content of the plan around September. Your home should be a place of peace and comfort. Well, not for this Texas family. A historic plaque is causing them a big headache. They're being told by the city of San Marcos that they can't remove a symbol from their home that was once owned by someone with links to the Ku Klux Klan.
It's contrary to what they believe in. They want to be able to raise their kids in a home that doesn't represent a man that had values contrary to theirs.
Family attorney Chance Weldon says an unelected preservation board should not have the power over private property. So they're suing. The lawsuit argues that the city lacks the constitutional standing to force a homeowner to keep something on their land without compensation. Are doctors using your race to determine your treatment plan? Naomi Nkenzi, one of 5 black medical students in her class at the University of Washington, says she was dumbfounded when finding out about race correction. This is when a patient's treatment is determined by their race. She recalled a lesson taught by her professor which says doctors use an equation to measure health factors such as kidney function, and race is a variable. While many would like to rid race correction in its entirety, doctors say the changes are so small it would not impact clinical decisions. A former assistant principal is suing Donda Academy, a private school funded by Ye, the artist formerly known as Kanye West. A new lawsuit says the school was in violation of several health and safety codes, and claims teachers faced retaliation after reporting issues. Donda Academy first opened as Yeezy Christian Academy in 2020. The former assistant principal says faulty electrical wiring led to a fire in the students' dining area. He also says there was a skylight without glass in the main classroom, allowing rain to fall directly inside. He claims there was no glass because Ye didn't like glass. Black actress and social media star Tabitha Brown has found a forever home for her food collection at Target starting in 2024. She made the announcement at the Essence Festival of Culture. Brown, who is known for spreading positivity, encourages everyone to not give up hope. For more news impacting the Black community, listen to the Black Information Network on the iHeartRadio app or log on to BINnews.com. I'm Amber Payton, along with Esther Dillard on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network. Looking for ways to support your community? 51% of all food programs in the Feeding America network are volunteer-run. Learn more about how you can play an important role in ending hunger at feedingamerica.org. The new Black America Trust. This is BIN, the Black
The Bay Area, BIN 910. Your money on the Black Information Network.
Not thrilled with your current job situation? Experts say it's a good time to find another. They say the job market is cooling but remains hot despite a year-long government campaign to rein it in, amounting to favorable environments for job seekers, economists say. Chief economist at ZipRecruiter Julie Pollack says it still boils down to higher worker leverage, better outside opportunities, and an easier time exchanging jobs for better ones, as well as substantially greater job security. She says employees are still in a good position, and federal and private labor data issued Thursday supports that. In May, layoffs declined slightly and employers hired more workers, according to the Job Openings and Labor Turnover Survey issued monthly by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Americans also quit their jobs in larger numbers, according to the JOLTS report. Since most workers quit for new employment, the uptick suggests a rebound in workers' confidence they can find a new job, economists say. While job openings, a barometer of business demand for workers, fell about 500,000 in May, they remain well above their pre-pandemic levels. Money news at 24 and 54 past each hour. I'm Natasha Williams on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
The biggest black news every 30 minutes. This is BIN, the Black
The Bay Area's BIN 910.
I'm Esther Dillard.
And I'm Mike Island on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Record travel across the nation during the July 4th holiday, along with nasty thunderstorms, made for some air travel headaches that lasted past Independence Day. NBC News reports FlightAware says on July 5th, more than 6,900 flights were delayed and more than 500 canceled. Those traveling this weekend will likely see some relief as things get back to normal. The TSA said last weekend they screened more than 2 million passengers, breaking their 2019 Thanksgiving record.
And Esther, some of that nasty weather is partially due to the planet heating up. Weather officials say July 5th marked the third straight day for a record-setting average global temperature that was around 62.92 degrees Fahrenheit. Experts predict the record could be broken several more times in 2023, with the lead scientist at Berkeley Earth saying Earth may well see a few even warmer days over the next 6 weeks.
Shared cell phone video showing a Virginia doctor assaulting a black woman employee is just the latest in a case that's evolving into a possible civil lawsuit. African-American Whitney Grant told NBC Washington her boss was angry after she asked how to get a patient on a table for an EKG.
And he just went into a rage. Rolled up his fist and he said, "I'm going to hit you." And I was just like in shock, like I couldn't believe, that he was even talking to me like that.
Dr. Harun Rashid was charged with 2 misdemeanors, including assault and battery and preventing someone from calling 911. He took a plea deal with deferred sentencing on the assault and battery for a year, but his lawyer says the video doesn't tell the whole story, claiming Grant had aggressive and inappropriate behavior. For more on international, national, state, and local news affecting the black community, listen to the Black Information Network on the iHeartRadio app. Log on to BINnews.com. Follow the BIN on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Black Information Network, and on Twitter at BlackInfoNet. I'm Esther Dillard, along with Mike Island, on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network. So here's Morgan Woods with your Healthy Minute.
Health experts say staying hydrated is the best way to combat the summer's high temperatures, but drinking water unfiltered